So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Hasta Education. So in this video I am going to discuss how to find out the total number of geometrical isomers in a given compound. Okay, so let's see it. So the number of geometrical isomers depends on whether the compound is unsymmetrical or the compound is symmetrical. Okay, so in case of the compound is unsymmetrical, number of geometrical isomers equal to 2 power n. Alright, and when the compound is symmetrical, then it depends on the value of n. So when n is even or when n is odd. Okay, so when n is even, in that case number of geometrical isomers equal to 2 power n minus 2 number of geometrical isomers equal to 2 power n by 2 minus 1. Alright, and when n is odd, in that case number of geometrical isomers equal to 2 power n minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Right, so let's see what is the value of n. So n is nothing but the number of restricted rotatory system about which geometrical isomer is possible. Okay, so it is the number of restricted rotatory system about which geometrical isomerism is possible. All right, so let's see how to find out the value of n. So let's first of all see what is a restricted rotatory system. Okay, so here it is the restricted rotatory system. Okay, the restricted rotatory system can be alkene. Okay, like this carbon carbon double bond. Okay, let's say group X is attached to Y and Y is here, A is here and B is here. Okay, this kind of system shows geometrical isomerism when this carbon is attached to two different groups and this carbon also attached to two different groups. That means an alkene shows geometrical isomerism when X is not equal to Y and A is not equal to B. Alright, so this is one restricted rotatory system, that means the alkene. Okay, and the condition is that the these two groups on this carbon should be different and these two on this carbon should be different. Okay, so then comes the case of oxime. Okay, so it can be either aldoxime or ketoxime, and the structure of oxime is something like this. Okay, and this kind of structure shows geometrical isomerism when these two groups are different. Okay, these two groups attached to this carbon is different. Okay, the condition is X should not be equal to Y. Okay, so this is the case of oxime. Okay, this kind of system can show geometrical isomerism provided these two groups attached to this carbon atom is different. Okay, then again imine is also a restricted rotatory system and its structure is something like this. Okay, and this compound shows geometrical isomerism when these two groups are different. Okay, these two groups are different. Again X should not be equal to Y. Okay, so whenever you see this kind of system and these two groups are different, then this system will show geometrical isomerism. Okay, and azo compounds always show geometrical isomerism. Okay, always show geometrical isomerism. Okay, then cycloalkene means a structure like this. It can be any cycloalkene. Okay, sorry, this is cycloalkene. Alright, so cycloalkene means any cycloalkene or any ring compound containing at least 2 sp3 hybridized atom. Okay, any ring compound, okay, containing at least 2 sp3 hybridized atom, okay, hybridized atom, and these two hybridized atoms should be individually connected to two different groups. Okay, so let's say this is one sp3 hybridized atom and this is another sp3 hybridized atom. Okay, this ring contains two sp3 hybridized atom and these two atoms should individually be connected to two different groups. Okay, so m should not be equal to n and this carbon also okay, x should not be equal to y. Okay, in that case a cycloalkane can show geometrical isomerism. Okay, the ring should contain at least two sp3 hybridized atom and these atoms should be connected to two different groups individually. Okay, then comes the case of cycloalkene. Okay, cycloalkene having 8 carbon onwards shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, cycloalkene containing 8 carbon and onwards shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, then next case comes the case of cumulene or cumulated polyene. That means the structure like this. Okay, and the condition is this kind of structure should contain odd number of double bond. Okay, odd number of double bond. Okay, this type of structure should contain odd number of double bond and that these two end carbons should be connected to different groups. Okay, let's say this is x and this is y, then x should not be equal to y and let's say it's a and it's b and a should not be equal to b. Okay, the number of double bonds should be odd and that these two terminal carbons should be connected to different group. Okay, this carbon should be connected to different group and this carbon should be connected to different group. Okay, in that case a cumulene or cumulated polyene shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, then next case comes onto the spiro compounds or spirans. Okay, this kind of compounds are known as spiro compounds. Okay, and the condition is number of rings should be odd. Okay, number of rings should be odd and these two terminal carbons should be again connected to different groups. Okay, then in that case a spiro compound shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, so these are the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 restricted rotatory system about which geometrical isomerism may be possible. Okay, so let's see an example. All right, so let's say I have a compound like this. Okay, CH3 CH double bond CH. Okay, then here it's a compound like this. Okay, let's say I have a this like compound. All right, so I want to find out total number of geometrical isomerism in this compound. Okay, total number of geometrical isomers in this compound. Okay, so in order to find out the total number of geometrical isomers in this kind of compound, what I have to do, I have to see the restricted rotatory system. Okay, so double bond is a restricted rotatory system. Okay, this is a restricted rotatory system provided these two carbons should be connected to two different group. Okay, this carbon is connected to CH3 group and hydrogen. Okay, so these are two different group. Again this carbon is also connected to two different groups, so this is a one restricted system. Okay, then this one is another double bond. Let's check whether this double bond shows geometrical isomerism or not. In order to show geometrical isomerism, this double bond okay, this carbon and this carbon should be connected to two different group. Okay, but this carbon is connected to hydrogen. Okay, so this double bond will not show geometrical isomerism. Okay, So again here is a cyclic compound, okay, cycle here. So this ring may show geometrical isomerism, and for a ring to show geometrical isomerism, the ring should contain at least 2 sp3 hybridized atom, okay, and each atom should be connected to 2 different group individually, okay. So this is not a sp3 hybridized atom, okay, this is also this is a sp3 hybridized atom, this is also, and these are 3 sp3 hybridized atom, but this is connected to 2 hydrogen, okay, and this is also connected to 2 different hydrogen, okay, but this is one sp3 hybridized atom, and this is one sp3 hybridized atom, and this carbon is connected to 2 different groups. This one is hydrogen and this one is another group. Similarly, this sp3 hybridized atom is also connected to 2 different groups. This one is hydrogen and this one is another group, okay. So this ring contains 2 sp3 hybridized atom, and each sp3 hybridized atom is connected to different group. So this ring will show geometrical isomerism, okay. So total number of restricted rotatory system which show geometrical isomerism, this one 1 and this one 2, okay. So total number is 2, and this compound is unsymmetrical, so number of geometrical isomers will be 2 per n, so 2 per 2, so 4. So this compound shows 4 geometrical isomers, okay. So in this way you can find out the total number of geometrical isomers in any compound, okay. So thank you for watching this video.